Did you know that 1% of the world's population owns nearly half of all global wealth? It's shocking, but it's true. The wealth gap is growing, and the rich keep getting richer. But here's the real kicker. Most people believe that earning a high salary is the key to getting rich. In reality, it's not about income, it's about assets. The rich don't work for money, they make money work for them. In this video, we're going to reveal why the wealthy focus on building assets instead of relying on a paycheck. We'll show you the strategies they use, from leveraging real estate to thinking like an investor. You'll learn how the rich build their empires, and how you can start applying their methods today. Stay tuned, because this isn't your typical money advice, it's a game-changing mindset that could change your financial future forever. Chapter 1. The Asset Mindset. Unlocking true wealth. When most people think of wealth, they picture a high-paying job, a big paycheck, or a nice house. But the rich don't focus on income, they focus on assets. Assets are things that put money in your pocket, like businesses, investments, or real estate. The rich know that income is temporary, but assets grow over time. According to Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, the rich don't work for money, they make money work for them. Instead of working harder for a paycheck, they work smarter by building a portfolio of assets. For example, Warren Buffett made his first million by buying and holding shares in companies. Buffett didn't just rely on his salary, he focused on growing his assets. The secret is to own things that generate income, even when you're not actively working. This is why many successful entrepreneurs, like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, invest in tech companies, real estate, and intellectual property. They know the power of having multiple streams of income. Chapter 2. From Paycheck to Property. Building a Legacy. The wealthiest individuals understand the long-term value of real estate. Think about it, every year, property values rise on average by 3 to 5%. The rich aren't just buying homes for themselves, they're buying properties to rent out, flipping houses, and acquiring land. According to Forbes, over 90% of the world's millionaires made their wealth through real estate. A study by the National Association of Realtors shows that real estate investors make, on average, 11% returns per year. Real estate provides both cash flow and appreciation. Unlike a regular paycheck, property continues to earn even when you're not working. For example, Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant explains that the investor quadrant, where the wealthy reside, is focused on buying assets like real estate that earn income and appreciate over time. A single property can generate cash flow from rent while simultaneously increasing in value. Chapter 3. The Power of Leverage. How assets work for you. Leverage is one of the most powerful strategies for wealth building that the rich use. Leverage means using borrowed money to invest in assets. Think of it as using other people's money, OPM, to make money. The rich often take out loans to purchase assets like real estate, stocks, or businesses. By using leverage, they can control a large asset with a small down payment. For example, in real estate, an investor might buy a property with a 20% down payment and borrow the rest. If the property increases in value, they earn a return on the entire purchase price, not just the down payment. In contrast, the average person might only invest with their savings, missing out on the exponential returns that leverage provides. According to The Millionaire Next Door, 63% of wealthy people use leverage to build their wealth. By borrowing smartly and investing in appreciating assets, they amplify their potential for success. If you're finding this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more wealth building strategies and insider tips. Chapter 4. Income versus wealth. The game-changing shift. Most people work hard for a paycheck, but the wealthy work to acquire wealth. There's a huge difference between income and wealth. Income is what you make from working, but wealth is what you accumulate over time through assets. Consider this. While an average person might earn a high salary, they spend most of it on expenses and lifestyle. In contrast, the rich invest their income into income-generating assets, like stocks, bonds, or real estate. Over time, those assets grow and create more money, even if the person isn't actively working. This is why many entrepreneurs focus on creating businesses that can operate without their constant involvement. For example, Jeff Bezos didn't just build Amazon for a paycheck. He built it as a powerful asset that creates wealth long after he's done working. According to a study by Credit Suisse, the world's richest 1% own 44% of global wealth, showing that they've mastered the art of building and maintaining assets. Chapter 5. Learn, build, repeat. The wealth formula. The wealthy don't just accumulate assets. They keep learning how to acquire more. They constantly educate themselves about the best ways to invest, manage, and grow their wealth. This habit of lifelong learning is crucial. Successful investors read an average of 60 books per year, according to the New York Times. They study topics like market trends, personal finance, and global economics. Warren Buffett famously says, "The more you learn, the more you earn." The rich understand that knowledge is just as important as capital when it comes to building wealth. By staying ahead of trends and learning from experts, they make smarter investment decisions. The wealthy also understand the importance of diversifying their assets. Instead of putting all their eggs in one basket, they spread their investments across real estate, stocks, businesses, and even precious metals. This helps minimize risk while maximizing returns. Chapter 6. Thinking like the rich. Asset-centric mentality. Thinking like the rich requires a shift in mindset. The wealthy don't just see money as something to spend, they see it as a tool to acquire assets. They think in terms of building long-term wealth rather than short-term income. Instead of buying liabilities like fancy cars or expensive vacations, they invest in things that appreciate in value. For instance, while the average person might buy a new car that loses value as soon as it's driven off the lot, the wealthy might invest in art or vintage cars that increase in value over time. This mindset extends to their daily choices, such as choosing to invest in their businesses rather than simply earning a salary. As entrepreneur and author Grant Cardone puts it, success is not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you can make work for you. The rich understand that wealth is not about working for money but about making money work for them. They view money as a tool for growth and leverage, always thinking about the next big asset acquisition. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like for more deep dives into the mindset and strategies that lead to wealth.